disciples of Jesus look to the future. Listen to me, vision without action is merely a dream. Action without vision is a waste of time, and vision with action can change the whole world. He will speak to you. The question is, are you listening?
Need to pray for your family because you're already teaching them incorrect things.
All right. Welcome to the Real Strength Podcast.
Hey, everybody.
We have a very unique conversation that we're having today. As you can tell, it's a crowd in this room. But we really have a very intense discussion that we need to settle. First and foremost, we have to define what is greatness. You know, for us to pursue real strength in our life, in the wholeness of who we are, spirit, soul, and body, we want to do that with leadership. We want to do it with greatness in our hearts. So, gentlemen, I'm going to give you about 1 minute each to each define greatness in your own terms.
I'll start. Greatness is not having to tell everybody else you're the greatest.
Okay. Come on, say that again.
When somebody has to tell other people they're the greatest, they're not the greatest.
That's right.
Now that I've got the first shot in, greatness for a Christ follower is living your life in honor to Him and giving your all for Him as He gave His all for you.
So good. Okay, who's ready for the next definition?
Greatness.
One of us? All right, I'll go. Greatness, quick definition. I think things that go into greatness is that you're humble. I agree. Greatness being having humility, having a lasting impact, leaving a legacy, differences that you've made, not only in your life, but in the lives of the people around you. Have you elevated other people? Sacrificial, I think, is a big part of your greatness, or someone being great if they're a sacrificial mindset. So those are just, I guess, some things that define greatness.
Did you help him with his answer?
I
100%.
use
Absolutely
every
not.
part of my life to empower his, but I gave no specific. But
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Well, let's keep
We're
going.
jumping
then.
ahead. We got two more people to define
We
greatness.
have two more definitions to bring to the table.
Great. Yeah, I think greatness is way more than talent. I think it's kind of a combo of like ability, consistency, excellence, and being able to respond under pressure. I think I agree that legacy is part of it.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the questions you have to ask when you're talking about greatness is, do you elevate the people around you? Does it make them better? Like, what kind of mark did you leave when you left?
Yeah.
Good answer.
Legacy. Yeah, that's good. Sam, our last one.
Yeah, it's a great question, Bree. You're awesome. Is she the one deciding who wins?
She's not deciding yet. You're sucking
We
up.
haven't gotten to that yet, y'all. We haven't gotten to that yet.
I'm just kidding. I think the easy answer is Jesus to everything like this. But here's the deal. Jesus is perfection. I think that's the level above greatness. So one tier below Jesus is greatness. And the spiritual answer, I think, of the hall of faith in Scripture. So we're talking about people who lived their lives. They went through adversity. They went through things, but they overcame adversity, and they lived their life in a way that leaves a legacy of greatness behind them. The way they're remembered long after they're gone is what defines greatness in someone's life, I would say.
That
Come
is
on.
very interesting. Okay, great
That
definitions.
makes our point.
Thank
Yeah,
you for bringing
100%.
such a clear definition of what greatness is. And listeners, welcome to the discussion, the debate, defining greatness. But more specifically, this conversation will be defining who is the greatest player of all time. Michael Jordan, LeBron James. To my left, we have the Michael Jordan team, Pastor Jeff,
The best team, the number one team.
Pastor Justin. And to my right, we have the LeBron James team, Sam Gamir and Brandon Charnecki. And so what we're going to do is we're going to have a good old-fashioned debate, discussion, and we're going to really get into the nitty-gritty and between friends, amongst family of the body of Christ, we're going to experience a few things: healthy conflict, deep discussion, defining greatness, learning new perspectives, melding of generations of greatness in a beautiful sport that is basketball, which I do love basketball.
You're
But
good at it.
here are the rules, okay? So we're going to have some opening statements between the two teams. You're going to have 2 minutes to give your opening statement on why you both are standing for Michael Jordan. You'll have 2 minutes for your team to define why you stand with LeBron James. And then we're going to go through a series of questions, and each one will get to answer and rebuttal to each question. And then we'll have some closing statements towards the end. Do you have any questions?
Well, I want to also add, for those of you that are regulars to the Real Strength podcast, this is also to show you how to enjoy life, how to have fun, how to disagree without being disagreeable. All these are things that will benefit you and your soul. How to interact, how to overcome adversity, and as the LeBron team will experience today, how to lose gracefully.
Oh, okay.
Indeed. Which he has a lot of experience in losing as well. So you guys can learn from him.
I mean, I want to jump too early about losing.
And Brandon's going to experience honoring your father and mother,
Yes.
father-in-law, mother-in-law.
Hey, we have this going all the time.
This has been going on, for what people don't know behind the scenes, this debate has been going on for months. And when we decided to bring this into the podcast, it's like every single little side conversation with any man in this room or any man who heard about this conversation, I'm getting all the debates and all the reasons why someone else is going to win. I'm like, y'all know I'm not actually debating this. I'm just going to be moderating the conversation. But, you know, I am for clarity, and I'm for the joy of the debate. I like a good debate, a good discussion. I like a little conflict.
Yeah.
It's good for the body of Christ, right?
I think it's worth being said we all love each other.
Yes,
We're
very
all in
good.
relationship
Very good.
together. If it
Yeah.
gets heated today,
Absolutely.
it comes from fun play about a
100%.
sport that does not
100%.
matter as much as the things of God.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah, what we're talking about today is not eternally significant. It's just a fun thing in this realm in which we live.
But arguably the concepts could be, you know, just how to have good discussion, good conflict.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
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 So let's get into it, shall we?
Good.
Who would like
Please.
to lead opening statements? And I will be timing you.
Great.
You have 2 minutes.
I think we could
Spin.
defer to our elders here.
Yes.
We could let
Elders
the
go
older
first.
generation lead the way.
Opening statements from Michael Jordan,
You'll
the
do a minute,
greatest
I'll
of
do a
all
minute.
time.
Wow. I think you look at the collective body of work for MJ, that he is not, that he was a well-rounded player. Like, I'll break down some stats and numbers later in the podcast, but it's not just about being the all-time leading scorer or anything like that, but it is that he was a well-rounded, and he won multiple. He won Defensive Player of the Year, respected defensively. But the legacy that he left and the impact that he made on basketball all around the globe. I mean, LeBron's able to do the things that he does because of MJ. All these other players are able to do the things that they do because of him. And I think that probably the greatest summation of this is a quote by Walter Payton. It says, "When you're good at something, you'll tell everyone. When you're great at something, they'll tell you." And his peers,
Booyah.
all these NBA players that played when he played and after, recognize that MJ is the greatest, and he doesn't need to tell people that he's the greatest like LeBron does.
That's what I would add to. So I get 40 seconds. That's what I would add to what Justin just said. Is the players that played with Michael and with LeBron, the players that have watched and are still a part of the game, huge percentage. Michael was the greatest. As a matter of fact, I saw a listing recently of a player that played with both, and he put LeBron number 9 on the greatest list. So the ones that played with both say Michael was the greatest, and that means a lot to me. Okay, so we'll yield a few seconds to the junior team.
So we're not
JV.
we're not rebutting anything right now. We're just making our
Opening
own
statement.
Opening
statement.
statements.
You want to go first? Ryan?
I'll go first. I mean, a lot of what you said, I would second. I would agree. Like, we are also looking at the collective body of work that has been presented to us. We're not just looking at individual stats or individual moments, but the career, the longevity, inside the game, even outside the game, if you want to talk about it. And I guess we're going to get into this podcast, but when you look at all of those stats, impact, legacy, I can't help but fall onto the LeBron James has done more, achieved more, is still achieving at this point in his career. And then as many people as you can find that have played with both or have known both, you can find just as many players that will say that LeBron James is the greatest that has ever played. So that's my 1 minute.
Yeah, just to continue on here, I love Michael Jordan. A couple years ago, I would have said Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time, but I don't want to be stuck in the past. This game's continually moving.
Okay.
LeBron
We've got
James,
two
I'm
of 'em.
still
Okay.
making my opening statement, gentlemen. I'd like some extra time. No. LeBron James is still playing. This book is not finished. He's still adding chapters to this book. He's still playing the game of basketball. I'm not stuck in the past. I think LeBron has recently overtaken MJ as the greatest of all time. I think one day Victor Wembanyama could overtake LeBron James or some kid who's in 4th grade somewhere. I'm not stuck in the past. This game's constantly evolving. There's new generations. There's new eras of children growing up watching this sport. And I do just want to clarify, when we debate the GOAT, we're not saying the greatest team of all time. We're not saying the greatest era of all time, which I do believe a lot of your debates today, I'm still making my opening statement. We're talking about the greatest player to ever pick up a basketball.
Great.
Recently,
Everything.
LeBron James.
Okay, so
I didn't know that you
we
could
were-
set a lot of more stipulations in your opening comments.
We took
like
2 minutes.
just
I mean,
trying to-
we had our time.
The only
We had our
stipulation
2-minute
was 2
opening
minutes. That's
some jabs thrown as well that will be debunked.
So yeah, if I was going to be stuck in the past, I would go with Bill Russell, and or John Havlicek, and or Lou Alcindor, Wilt Chamberlain. I was just trying to keep it. That's a good point. The rebuttal is I watched those guys play. I watched Boston hang the banners every year and hated them because the Bulls were so bad, and there wasn't a basketball team in St. Louis, so we had to cheer for the team in Chicago, living in Illinois. So anyway.
That does bring us to our first question, though. And given that you took opening statements, we're going to yield the first question to your team. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Who did more for the sport?
Who did more for the sport of basketball? I will go back to what Pastor Justin just said a moment ago. Like, LeBron has been able to do what he has done because of Michael Jordan.
True.
But the same statement is made about Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was able to do what he did because of all the other greats that had came before him too. So like this question like is harder because when all sports and just life in general, you can only do what you can do because you're standing on the shoulders of the giants of the people that came before you.
Correct.
So LeBron maximized every opportunity he had to what he did. Jordan maximized every opportunity that he had, which was taking the game of basketball to a global level, done something that no one else has done before. That opportunity is not available to LeBron because Jordan has already done that. But to say or to think like, oh, LeBron, if you flipped him, LeBron want to have globalized the game of basketball, I believe he definitely would have if he had came first or had came before Jordan. So LeBron, I give it to like Jordan that like, yeah, he's done more for the game because he's globalized the sport, globalized that type of culture. But it's just because LeBron didn't have that opportunity. Per se.
Yeah, just to add to that, I would agree. They both fully maximized the era in which they played. I think if you flip them, you put LeBron and MJ's and you put MJ where LeBron played. I think LeBron does the exact same thing, if not more, than what MJ did in his time. I think, as Brandon said, we stand on the shoulders of giants. But I do also just want to say that I think this is probably the one of the seven that's about a tie. I think they both did incredible things for the sport in the era in which they played basketball.
Agreed. What's 7?
So I can say,
Good questions.
Oh, everybody's knows what the 7 questions are but me?
I went over them with you yesterday.
You said you knew what the questions were yesterday.
You
Go
approved
ahead.
them.
I'm joking.
okay, so say the question again. What is the question?
Who did more for the sport?
Who did more for the sport? See, and I'll respond to the jabs that were thrown earlier about us being old and old heads. Ultimately, absolutely, someone can come along and we can redefine them as the GOAT, but it hasn't happened yet. And so to really, for us, seeing, like, so he saw Bill Russell and all that. I didn't see them play. That's
I'm
not me.
old. I'm sad you're stuck on my team.
But
How was Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game, by the way?
He did a lot of these.
yeah.
Just
So
reached up and rolled the ball over his fingers.
I'll say seeing the impact that MJ had in the 90s because of the 92 Dream Team in Barcelona was absolutely incredible, and how basketball became more of a global sport. I'll say the guys, and that's the difference maker. That's why the NBA became so popular. That's why it became such a cash cow, and Michael Jordan was the reason. And so I would even say, and we're talking about different eras here, but I would say that MJ had a greater impact on basketball than anyone else had, despite trying to put people in different eras. I don't even think LeBron had the greatest impact in his era, because I think there's another person that absolutely changed the game in his era. Stephen Curry. More so than LeBron James. So I think MJ, I don't think it's a tie. Listen, and this is not, I'm not a LeBron hater at all.
Oh, yeah.
LeBron is great. He is one of the greatest of all time.
Agreed.
What's your rank on your guys' list?
Second.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe third. I don't. But second.
Whoa.
Yeah, I've joked with you and said Kobe's second, LeBron's third.
Yeah. So that's
Steph's
my
third and LeBron's fourth, but LeBron's second.
That's my answer. Reasoning why MJ had a great impact on the game of basketball, and no one will ever match it.
So let's teach the listening audience how to disagree, but to bless as well. So.
Well, I mean,
I just did it. I said LeBron's second.
Yeah, I think we've been doing well so far about it. Like, Conced's like, hey, like, that's a really good point. I agree a lot with what you're saying.
Sure.
Here's how I interpret, like, the evidence or the facts of the topic that we're talking about right now. So I think, it's how to have a healthy conflict, healthy conversation, to show the other people that, hey, I'm listening to you. I hear what you're saying. I'm not just ready to respond. Like, I'm going to address what you've shared and, like, validate it in some way. Yeah. But then I'm going to bring my response, my beliefs to the conversation.
Right. And to affirm your side, I love Michael Jordan. I showed my wife The Last Dance exactly a year ago, last 4th of July. We loved it. I grew up on Space Jam. I love Michael Jordan. I'm not a Michael Jordan hater by any means, but over the last couple of years, the body of work for LeBron and it's not finished. That's the big thing. The case is not closed. He is still playing basketball. He's a free agent right now. But a couple years ago, I started feeling it, and it is this last playoff run. We're recording this July 2026. A couple of months ago, LeBron against the Houston Rockets. No Luka Doncic, no Austin Reeves. It's LeBron at 41. He's got his son on the team. He takes a 3-0 lead over Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets at his age with no help. That was the moment.
And then
but I said, all right, it's done for me. LeBron has overtaken Michael Jordan. So no hate to MJ, no hate to Kobe, no hate to Steph. Love all these guys. But to me, it's a recent fluid thing. I feel very fluid in this GOAT debate. I don't want to be stuck in the past.
Did they lose that one?
They ended up
stuck in the past.
They beat the Houston Rockets, but then went to the second round to lose to defending NBA champs.
Essentially, you're saying minute, small achievements make you the GOAT. To beat the Rockets.
No, the body of work. It's the body of work.
Listen, and we said this earlier. I don't think I finished the thought, but like we've seen MJ like at his prime in that, and we've also witnessed LeBron at the same time, and that's why, for me at least, I can compare the two and be like, MJ's the GOAT because I've seen both of them, and so you can say that we're like stuck in the past and that we're old heads or whatever. But the reality is just it's the eye test, seeing both at the same time that I can say, well, MJ is a GOAT.
So the greatest has got to be more than having a physical specimen body.
Yeah.
Sure.
And being able to pay for the help to keep it that way.
It's
got to have something to do as well with the mindset and the attitude.
For sure.
Great.
I'm not going to miss this game. What were the Bulls down in the playoffs? They were down one time, right?
A lot of times.
Yeah.
All the times when Jordan couldn't get past the first round. Yeah, that was
didn't make the finals a whole bunch of times.
That's when you're facing, these juggernaut all-time teams in the Celtics and the Pistons, and with Hall of Famer upon Hall of Famer upon Hall of Famer.
Oh, they want to talk about juggernaut teams. Okay. We'll talk about that in a little bit. We'll talk about juggernaut teams.
Yeah.
What juggernaut team did Michael have?
Great. It's because they were the juggernaut. That's why.
Correct.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So,
they were the juggernaut
because
team.
of him.
Greatest coach of all time.
Because of him.
Scottie Pippen, every single ring. That'll make you the greatest team of all time.
But great. MJ had, LeBron had a ton of help along the way.
I will have
okay.
to interject
Okay.
because we're moving
We're
into
moving
the
to another
next
category.
topic. So
Okay, all right,
we'll
all
go
right,
ahead and say who did more for their team, and we'll pick up right where you left off, Pastor Justin. Who did more for their team? Your side can go first.
Who did more for their team? You got it.
Well, that's Michael, because he stayed with his team. Mm-hmm. He didn't jump ship to try to get to a better team where there were star players. He didn't keep. Well, I'll take my talents to South Beach.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Michael Jordan took his
I might go
talents to
back.
the baseball field, but
I might
continue.
go back.
Michael Jordan retired from his team twice and took his talents to baseball, but please
That's
continue.
not basketball though. He didn't
He
go.
left his team twice.
He
but-
didn't go searching for a team that had star players on so that he could get there and win. Michael said, "Get on my back. We're going to win because I'm here."
Michael said, I can't make the playoffs. I can't get out of the first round of the playoffs. And so that the Chicago Bulls were able to go get Rodman and Pippen, and then they were able to. LeBron with
That's
the
the wrong
second,
timeline.
Yeah.
That's the wrong timeline.
before they made the first playoffs?
Pippen was
Before
there.
they made the finals?
Pippen was there.
Yeah.
They didn't have
those.
Rodman their first.
Okay, well they don't achieve any level of success until they get those guys. LeBron James, with his second best player averaging 11 points a game, takes the Cleveland Cavaliers to the NBA Finals.
Yeah, they played in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah. And at 19,
That's what it was called back
I-
then.
I'll give you at 19.
Yeah,
Straight
that's
up,
awesome.
19-year-old to 19-year-old. LeBron was a better 19-year-old. I'll give that.
And all
Let's
They're
keep it on who
25
did
to
more for their
26.
team. Who did
Yeah.
more for their team?
Are we still here? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's a great point for their team. That's the team that he was on. MJ, he left to go play baseball.
Because he was bored with winning.
There's lots of debate and there's lots of conspiracy theories that I don't believe.
All right, we don't need to
But-
get into that. We're,
yeah,
talking,
yeah.
we're talking about
But his-
basketball.
but
He's
his
not when he
dad-
abandoned his team.
His dad was murdered, and so he's like, "All right,
We're going to talk about adversity later.
Yeah, I'm gonna take some time off. But it's pretty amazing that, yeah, he can come back after 2 years and do another three-peat. Like that's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
So to do more for his team, he elevated a lot of these guys that like people around the world knew who Luke Longley was, who Tony Kukoc was,
Knew that Longley was from
Forrest
Australia.
Grant,
Kukoc
like all
was
these guys
Croatia.
are like, oh, I know this because all eyes are on MJ and the Chicago Bulls because they were just in his atmosphere, in his orbit.
That's the same with LeBron, though. You think Tristan Thompson's dating a Kardashian without LeBron James?
Yeah, I do.
When Jordan left, the Bulls were still a 55-win team. They were a great team, an elite team with or without Jordan. LeBron, when he left their team, they were a 19-win teams.
Because he made
Yeah.
it
So
all
you
about
could-
himself.
But
He just-
no,
he just
because
the
he
point
made
that
everyone
You
better.
made our point.
It was a
Yeah.
it was a
It's-
great
because
team with or without him.
When you leave, you don't leave legacy. You don't leave greatness. Like they fell apart. So those guys had 55 wins. Yeah, you're right. But guess what? They couldn't do what they needed to because everybody's there to win, and they couldn't win without him. So he comes back,
For
and
sure.
then they start winning.
But they were still an elite team, and
With or
Jordan
without
takes them
him.
to the top. LeBron made all of those guys better around him. Looking at his points, his assists, his rebounds, he elevated. Again, same point. Like who are these guys? They wouldn't know him without MJ. Matthew Dellavedova playing against Stephen Curry. No one would. He didn't even get invited to the 2016 Cavs reunion that just happened. Like no one would know a guy like that if LeBron didn't help carry him.
So I just think the scale is different. So this is where we disagree, but I think the scale is different to where, yeah, you know those guys because you're watching, but like globally because of who Michael Jordan was and the tone that he set and how he took basketball to another level. Like these guys were able to get lucrative contract extensions because they played on the Bulls for some of these backup players.
But the Bulls.
John Paxson, not just the Bulls, but they go elsewhere. And then just even, endorsement deals. Like these guys are because of who MJ is. So helps the team around them.
Who'd that happen to with LeBron?
I was going
Because
to
he
say,
went to Bosch and Wade.
just any other closing thoughts you have for a team.
So I'll just say, I think the difference is that MJ built the team. MJ built the dynasty.
LeBron built
LeBron
himself.
left to go join other people,
He built himself.
and they couldn't even do what MJ did with the Bulls.
Again, Jordan had a-
Jerry Krause built the '90s Bulls,
Yeah.
but that's fine.
We'll get you
no,
outside
no.
in just a second. Any other closing thoughts, PJ, on who did more for their
I'm
team?
gonna have to be louder, aren't I?
Yeah.
It's the first time you've said yeah to that in my whole life. I forgot what I was gonna say.
We'll go ahead and take over.
It was really good too. Oh well.
All right, gentlemen, who did more for their team?
Yeah, I think LeBron James did more for his team. I do want to rebut some of the things Pastor Justin was saying, just because, as I mentioned in my opening statement, we're not debating the greatest team of all time. I think the '90s Bulls are the greatest basketball team of all time. The
Grant
GOAT.
you, because of Michael.
Only brought up the team because he said the 55-win team.
Well, I know, and we are discussing right now who did more for their team, so we're going to talk team, but I do want to say the GOAT still is an individual accolade. Who's the greatest player to pick up a basketball? The 90s Bulls are the greatest team ever assembled. Second best, the 2010s Golden State Warriors, who LeBron took down sometimes single-handedly. So, but we're discussing who did more for their team right now.
You putting the Warriors as the second best team ever?
73-9 win team. The team that beat
2010,
the Bulls.
2010's Golden
2016.
Warriors are the second best dynasty team of all time.
Okay, where
in
you
my
putting the
mind.
Lakers?
Which Lakers?
The Magic
Early-
and Kareem.
Showtime.
Showtime and Worthy.
They're not familiar with them.
Third, fourth.
Top
I don't
10.
know. Sure.
Top
Okay.
10.
Okay, get back on.
I would probably have the three-peat Lakers with Shaq and Kobe above them. I don't know if you would as well. But I do want to say, in terms of making his team better, LeBron, as we all know, but it's the first time we've said on the podcast today, he has the most points in NBA history. Regular season, playoffs, and combined. The most points ever. Yet,
'cause he's
he
so
is
old.
also, excuse me,
pretty cool.
he is also fourth in assists of all time. And that brings us to another GOAT, Lionel Messi, who's number one in points and number one in assists. So I do just want to say, greatness, you're getting it for yourself and you're getting it for your teammates. He has way more assists than Michael Jordan and even more assists per game than Michael Jordan, from 5.7 up to 7.2. So he was constantly making people around him better.
No. I'm just when it goes to answer the question, who did more for the team? Again, Jordan was able to, because they were not making playoff runs. They were able to, and Jerry Krause was building this team. They were able to go out and get guys to help build that Bulls team. The Cleveland Cavaliers, because LeBron was already taking them to the finals, they weren't able to get these draft picks and get other people. So, yeah, he had to go to Miami to go play with some guys because if he stayed in Cleveland, they weren't going to get a Kyrie Irving where he could later go up and team up with him. LeBron was already taking those Cavs deep into the playoffs, which, again, you can't build. Jordan, in those years, they were not making the playoffs like that, so they could have room for picks, for trades, for all these things. So I think that right there is why LeBron has done more for his team. And again, look, when they leave, still a 55-win team. When LeBron leaves, they're not even sniffing the playoffs.
Okay, you're talking about us, talking about team. All of that
Because
was about team.
yeah, because the question
Who did
is
more for their
who did
team?
more for their team.
And I'll
Well,
say, too.
but what I'm saying,
Oh, go ahead.
go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
You have to include defense if you're
Right.
picking the greatest player of all time.
Okay.
So a player that doesn't carry his team defensively can't be the greatest player of all time.
They both did. LeBron and
Yeah.
Michael Jordan both carry their teams defensively.
But everybody said when Michael determined somebody wasn't going to score, they didn't score.
It's
No, it's
folklore.
true.
That's not fact.
Dan Marley
100%.
against the Phoenix Suns.
How many all
Marley has said over and over again, he kept telling me I'm not going to score, and I did everything I could. We strategized the games, and I still couldn't score.
Yeah.
Nobody said that about LeBron.
LeBron
LeBron's
James
bellyache. He bellyaches about not getting a defensive MVP.
Which people say that he was snuffed on not getting a defensive player of the year.
2013, a guy who was second team all defense, not even first team, won defensive player of the year over LeBron.
That's
So he
great.
should have won it in
So-
2012-13.
So how many all defensive teams has he made in his career?
6.
I don't know.
6. Do you know how many MJ has?
9.
9.
Great, yeah,
So to be able to say, hey, the full body of work.
So now
if
we're counting
defense is a big
statistics.
part of it. Yeah, it is. This thing's gonna be all
I thought
over
with
the place.
points we
This
weren't
thing's gonna be all over the
counting.
place.
When it's points and assists, we're not
Yeah.
counting statistics, but all defensive teams we are.
I didn't.
Okay.
Well, I didn't say that, but I think we probably have to go back to some of the claims about the team. They were making the playoffs when MJ was first in the league. Like he got onto a team that was like absolutely awful. Like they're smoking in the locker room, but
terrible.
you know,
Terrible
like so they're awful. But then they do go to the playoffs, and he actually had minutes restrictions, all that kind of stuff. Like so, they are making the playoffs then, and he's carrying them like LeBron was doing with his teams. So maybe we have to correct some of this in post, but like, I think
I am the editor for this podcast. It's worth saying.
yeah, there's going to be so much cut out of this because
This is genuine, as genuine as it can be.
Once again, for the listening
That's
or
good.
viewing
That's good.
audience, right here now in front of the camera is Sam Gamure,
Producer and editor of the Real
producer
Strength
and editor of
Podcast.
the Real Strength Podcast. So you just see in here on a consistent basis, Pastor Bree and me, but here is the guy that controls it all. So you heard it right there, what he's going to do to try to prove.
I love it.
Going to keep us all honest. So, gentlemen, are you done answering the question?
Well, I just want to say
Who did more for their team?
LeBron did more for his teams because he brought titles to 3 cities. He's going to have statues in front of 3 NBA arenas: Miami, LA, Cleveland, plus all of his international Olympic success as well, which Michael had as well. I'm sure we'll get into at some point. But I think LeBron did more for all 4 of his teams when you consider his 3 NBA franchises and Team USA.
I will say that's going to move us on to the next question.
Good.
Next question is, who did more as a player?
Great. I've got
Another
that.
easy one.
They're
Well,
going first this time, right?
Easy.
No, they went first last time. Y'all just answered them the second time. They started with the team.
Yeah.
I thought the
So-
team we went first?
Yeah.
Okay.
So y'all go first. Who did more as a player?
We went first as a team.
You
No,
didn't. Y'all
because
just
I was
talked a lot
talking
across.
and she made me go first.
Oh, got it. Cool. So who did more as a player? That's what we're getting into now? Okay. I went first last time.
Great. Let's start with a question. How many players are in the 50,000 point club in NBA history? How many? Justin, do you count them for me? One.
Good.
LeBron James.
Okay.
That's great.
So let's settle it. You're saying longevity means he's the greatest.
I'm saying longevity
Body of
plays
work.
into the body of work.
It does play. That's the only category.
Okay,
that LeBron
so if we're
gets.
going to have longevity be the marker of the greatest of all time, because that's the point you just made, wasn't it, Sam? Because of his
One of them.
points.
Yeah.
Body of
but
work.
Successful
Longevity is a huge part of it.
Okay, so we're going to
Sustained success over the long term, over his entire career.
include missed games. We're going to include all that stuff with
We're gonna
LeBron
include
versus
most
Michael.
games played
You're
or like
free
most
to.
minutes played. Like,
You're gonna.
can bring up
you're
whatever we
free
want.
to include how you like to form your own argument.
Let me just say this. I don't know if the listeners can see this, but I do because I'll zoom in and post and editing. I have a document here with statistics. This is unbiasedly created of this is all
Debatable.
per game in regular season, per game in playoffs, career totals. The highlighted in yellow are the ones where LeBron is higher and or MJ is higher. Whoever's highlighted in yellow, and the left column is LeBron. As you can see, it's a bit of a landslide for individual accolades as a player.
From a
So-
bit of a biased statistician.
Yeah, can we get potentially some credentials on that when you do post it of how we know it's
Absolutely.
unbiased? Great.
Absolutely. I mean, we can
Not that
read
I don't
out.
trust
This is
you.
basketballreference.com, so
Okay.
we're happy to read it out if we want.
Not that I don't trust you, but continue as you're finishing your opening argument. Better as a player, or is it all you have?
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about who did more as a player, so let's just go to career totals and value. On this one, LeBron has more seasons, more games played, more points, more rebounds, more assists, more minutes, more
all
playoff
longevity.
points, more
All
playoff
longevity.
assists,
All
more win
longevity.
share, more VORP, which is value over replacement. He has more All-Star selections. He has more All-NBA selections. He has more All-NBA first-team selections. He has an assist title. He has more finals appearances. He has more Olympic golds. He has one Olympic MVP. He won an NBA Cup, and he was the first ever MVP of the NBA Cup at age 39.
The NBA Cup.
And
Longevity.
need I continue? LeBron James did more as a player than Michael
You
Jordan.
made the longevity.
We're
Yeah,
talking a lot of
longevity.
longevity,
All
too.
that's
If-
just longevity.
all right, not longevity. Then the only other.
What about all the
statistical
points per game
categories, like
statistics I just showed?
Points
We'll get
per
that.
game.
We'll get to that.
Points per game, Jordan leads, and I think free throw percentage, Jordan leads. But assists per game, LeBron.
Rebounds.
Per game, LeBron.
Context matters.
Blocks per game, I think is even. But LeBron has more blocks career-wise than Jordan, which you talk about defensively. Jordan has more steals. LeBron has more blocks. Talk about defensively. You could watch a 10-minute highlight reel of nothing but LeBron James blocks.
Because he got beat on defense at the other end and he had to run to catch
No,
up
'cause
to
he
block the
has-
ball.
I like it.
Because he has
I like it.
secondary players that don't know
like
which
it.
way the ball's supposed to go, so he has to run full court down.
No,
So
He didn't have Pippen and Robin down
no,
there.
No, yeah, you're right. He had other Hall of Famers with him.
Yeah,
So-
a bunch of them.
Continue.
So those are not longevity; those are percentages.
Field
Like-
goal percentage, 3-point percentage, LeBron.
Okay, are we up?
Yeah, sure.
If y'all are done,
Yeah, those are my individual.
go for it.
All-time rank. Total points, LeBron first. grant you longevity, the point you guys have been making.
Absolutely.
Michael, 5th. Now, are you ready? Points per game, LeBron 5th, Michael 1st. Playoff points per game, LeBron 6th, Michael 1st. Scoring titles, LeBron 6th, Michael 1st. Finals MVPs, LeBron 2nd, Michael 1st. Lot less times of playing because LeBron played for so long. All defensive first teams, LeBron 5th, Michael 1st. Player efficiency ratings, LeBron 3rd, Michael 1st. Playoffs, playoff per. What's per stand for? I forgot. Anyway, LeBron 3rd, Michael 1st. Win shares in 48 minutes, LeBron 8th, Michael 1st. Playoff wins out of 48 games, LeBron 3rd, Michael 1st. Playoff, what's BPM?
Beats per minute.
If you don't even, can I just say, can
LeBron 3rd, Michael 1st. There's just three more. Offensive BPM, LeBron 2nd, Michael 1st. Playoff offensive BPM, LeBron 2nd, Michael 1st. Game score, LeBron 14th because of all those times he got fussy and pouty and quit on his team. Michael 1st. He never quit on his team. Sick, he played. So there you see, head-to-head, Michael stomps him on head-to-head comparison.
Not a biased graphic at all. Can I just say,
Yeah.
if we don't know what the statistic means, I feel like bringing it up is maybe not. And if we don't, if
Well,
we're just saying letters that we don't even know what they stand for.
Some of those are like advanced stats, and that's okay.
Yeah,
that's okay.
I've done advanced research.
Facebook screenshot.
So I'll say, were you still going?
I'm done. Go.
Okay. I'll say, all the yellow and white, all of that is just longevity. But when you look at the same amount of games played, so MJ had almost 3,000 more points. Points is a big deal for you guys.
Right, yeah.
Y'all keep bringing it up. So this should be a big deal to you. MJ had almost 3,000 more points than LBJ in the same amount of
Lyndon
games.
B. Johnson?
Let me say, because he talked over me. In the same amount of games, 1,072 games, he had almost 3,000 more points than LeBron in that time frame.
Same time frame.
And that is a big deal for you guys. Is points. I'll say also as well the context matters, right? Hey, like when you're reading scripture, everybody, the context that you're reading
Got
scripture
spiritual for a second.
matters, right? So when you even look at like rebounds and stuff, they're not asking shooting guards to rebound more than a forward, and especially a point forward. Like, right? We all love Luka. Luka is down by the basket, so he can get the ball and control the offense right away. Sure. Like the shooting guard in MJ, especially in the 90s, that's not how it goes. He wasn't expected to rebound. They didn't pay him to rebound. You had one of the best of all time rebounding in that second three-peat in Dennis Rodman.
The Worm.
So context matters a lot. And my point, too, about the whole points thing, it is absolutely incredible. To me, it was never like, okay, I'm going to say that you're the GOAT now, because we never really considered Kareem to be the GOAT. There might have been small pockets of people saying, hey, he's the GOAT. He won 6 championships. He was the all-time leading scorer for a long time, but people didn't say he was the GOAT. And why is that? It's because points don't actually matter that much in the conversation. It's awesome.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I feel like there's lots of other factors in play.
That's why I brought defense up.
Yeah.
And I don't hang my hat on like, because he's the all-time points leader like that, he's the GOAT. Again, as just one snippet of the larger body, the big picture of what LeBron has done. A lot of people say that LeBron is in big moments, like what does LeBron do? People have been saying LeBron's a pass-first guy. Okay, as a pass-first career player, he's made it to the all-time number one in all-time scoring.
Longevity
while still
again.
being
Longevity.
fourth in assist. Longevity has a big things to do in again, totality of body of work and career-wise. I'll say this, like, I'm up in the air. 2018 LeBron, phenomenal. A lot of years LeBron. But what I still debate on, peak Michael Jordan might be the GOAT. Those years, his apex years, might put him in the GOAT conversation.
Sure.
You heard it here first, folks.
But then you expand out towards the totality of his career.
Yeah.
that's where
Of MJ's career?
Yeah, of MJ's career. Now this is where it gets questioned because now, but LeBron's been able to do for 21 plus years now, compete at this high level that only MJ's in the conversation.
And I think we obviously can
I'll give
say,
him that.
yeah, we obviously can
There's
say
some greatness to that longevity.
longevity, absolutely. Like that category is, yeah, absolutely. But there's a lot of other things because of the longevity. It's a factor that I think is being overlooked. I don't know if anybody will ever be a physical specimen like LeBron is in the NBA.
Endurance.
And yeah, everybody's going to get injured, but the amount of games that he can play in that span of time, awesome. But that, to me, that doesn't make you the GOAT. Like that's not the category. And I would say too, as we talk about, this is the longevity conversation. We're going to be all over the place. I apologize. This is my fault. But like MJ played 3 years in college, right? And then he had 1 year that he basically had a broken foot and missed a ton of games. That's when those minute restrictions came in that the Bulls had on him when he came back. And then, took 2 years off to play baseball. And so that's still shy of the longevity argument. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, like he played a long time, and his peak was absolutely greater and more dominant than LeBron's.
I agree. That's what I was about to say. And Brandon sort of said it too, but that's sort of my thesis statement for this whole debate. Because again, I'm not an MJ hater. He is, to me, second best of all time. But Michael Jordan.
I'll hold it again. I'm holding things together here for those that can't see, that are listening and not watching. I'm having to hold the table in place, and I'm having to carry
He's
my
our
teammate.
LeBron right now.
Whoa,
He's our LeBron right now. Thank you, LeBron. No, okay. Here's what I'm going to say. Michael Jordan had the best peak of any player in NBA history. LeBron James had the best career of any player in NBA history. And LeBron James is the best basketball player to ever live, in my opinion. But I do agree that Michael Jordan had the best peak. But to be the GOAT, it's not just about your peak. It is about that whole body of work. And I do want to correct something that was incorrectly stated from the other side here, is that that Michael Jordan only ever played with the Bulls. He stayed loyal to his team. How come the Washington Wizards haven't come out of anyone's mouth over here? We forgetting
He averaged 20 points a game in his 40s. There we go.
Were they making any deep playoff runs like the
no.
Lakers were?
And
when
part
LeBron was in
of
his
that too
40s?
is, I'll say this, MJ was a terrible owner as well, and so that played into like his dominance while he was even a player. So I don't.
Yeah, how'd
to
the
me, that's
Hornets
not
do while Michael Jordan was the owner of the Hornets?
But I mean, we're making it into other things, just like it segues into my point that we're talking about the GOAT, the greatest of all time, right?
Yeah.
MJ. And we're not talking about a career. Like there's a difference. Like it's not a career argument. It's about the GOAT, the greatest of all time, who establishes the peak
Standard.
dominance of their era. And you guys admitted that it was MJ.
You guys said body of work at the start of the podcast. You were the first ones to say the word body
That's
of work.
fine, body
So
of work. But my
that's career.
argument is not, hey, career makes you and because it all comes back to longevity for you guys, which some of those stats go into.
And I will say for the next question as we continue to move forward.
Yeah, sorry.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for listening to this episode. We have so much more conversation yet ahead of us. And even at the end, we talk more about greatness and pursuing greatness in our own space. So whether or not you're really into basketball or not, I hope you're enjoying the conversation and just learning how to have great debate and great conflict and learn from each other. And if you could like, share, subscribe, send this to somebody who maybe wouldn't listen to a podcast otherwise, but kind of into basketball, and maybe it'll help grow and strengthen their life and impact them in a way that is much greater than just the conversation of basketball. But we hope you're enjoying this. We hope you come back and listen to our second part coming out so soon. It's going to be great. We love you so much.